So you ain't gotta tell me that it's smart.
What's the deal? It's Thank You Martino. I'm on the Honey I'm Home podcast. Ebbie talked about some shit. We had a couple drinks. I'm not even gonna tell you too much, but we got into some shit. It was a vibe. Check out the episode. Tap in.
Hey! Honey I'm Home podcast. I'm Priz.
I'm Talon.
And we're back with a very, very, very special guest, the homie.
Thank you, Martino.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
Here. I'm good, man.
You said I'm hungover.
I'm vibing. Yeah, I'm hungover. We still keeping it going too. I'm not gonna lie.
You sure? Okay, that's all that matters. Cheers to that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cheers to keeping it going.
Let's get that up.
I can keep it going.
Right.
Salute. Eye contact.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
I'm
you.
glad y'all know.
You feel me?
Cute.
Whoa.
I poured more in yours. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you hit him with the.
Yeah.
It's a little heavy.
It is. Is it a little heavy?
Yeah, no, it's good though.
I like it.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah.
Bartender tea.
Yeah, let's go.
Bartender tea.
Straight up.
Hey, another little side hustle.
You know
We
what
can
I'm
use it. You gotta have like 6 side hustles and a scam
To
in
live
LA.
LA. Yeah.
Yeah, just to keep up.
Yeah.
Just to keep
Well,
up.
you have to have a full-time job.
Right.
And then some side hustles.
3
Right.
side hustles and a
you got
scam and a half.
Yep.
A scam and a
And a
half.
couple bank accounts, just like who do you bank with posts.
Period. That too.
Right.
At least like once a week. Like, not from personal experience. I'm just saying, like, get some homies.
I'm just saying.
Shit, maybe. Shit, we need to talk after this.
Right. Oh, little intervention. What's going on?
Chase busting right now.
You said, just keep the cup. Hold the cup. Hold the cup with you. How are you though? You good?
I'm good, man.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you're best known for. Let's go into that.
Oh man, I'm an artist, man. So I'm an artist.
Well
That's through and
rounded.
through. I don't know. It's always either music or trying to tell some story. Like that's just always what it is.
Trying to tell some story. Do you mean like you're like in your director bag, or like you like
A
to
little
write?
bit. A
Like,
little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I mean,
Really?
like what we're doing with the visuals and stuff right now is very like short film story format. Like it's not just music video. It's kind of trying to put a story together.
You ain't done with us. Girl, you know players fuck up.
So are you working on like an actual project right now, or are you just like dropping singles and visuals? Like what's your vibe right now?
Right now, it's just collecting songs. It's definitely going to be a project. I don't know if it's going to be an album or an EP or, it could be so many different things, but definitely a body of work. I've just been releasing singles for a little while. And we did drop the EP earlier this year, the PAP. And I did really well. It was a few songs on there. I felt like it was a good chance for me to just show people the new sound and where I'm
I feel
at.
like it was good for, a consumer to get it and then they feel like they want more. Because it
Right.
was very few songs.
I
And
did
they
go
were all
in.
bangers.
Thank you.
You guys heard the intro. That was him. It's giving Eric Bellinger vibes, low key.
I'll take it. I love
Yeah.
it.
What do you
Eric
think?
is dope.
I mean,
What's the vibe?
the vibe is
If someone asks you, what is he?
Okay, I would say
Yeah, I need to hear this.
it's giving to me. I don't really listen to Eric Bellinger, so I can't. I believe you when you say that, but I don't really listen to him, so I can't say.
He's very R&B.
Is he?
So that's
Okay.
why it's a compliment to
Yeah,
him.
and he
Because
takes it back. He doesn't
Yeah.
stick with like new shit. I feel like, oh dang, like this is something that I could have heard back in the 2000s.
Okay.
yeah, it's very nostalgic,
Yes.
and
Okay.
I still do a lot of harmonies in my
I
songs.
love that.
Those are things that give that feeling.
I was gonna say a mix between.
Whole-
Stay with me
yeah.
here.
I feel like I know what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna just let it. Just let it fly.
A mix between. Stay with me. A mix between like a Bryson Tiller and Blast vibe.
She
Okay.
loves Bryson
Okay.
Tiller.
I do love Bryson.
I really like that. I really
You know,
like.
like it's like because the one that I told you that I like is it the
Optional.
is it,
Yeah.
like it's like that bounce like
It's got that West
blast,
Coast.
Yeah.
It's that West Coast
but then
vibe.
it's like you're really R&B, which Bryson is, so it's like it gives me like a little mix.
I can see that.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a good. That's
And
a
then
good description.
Bryson, when Bryson don't really drop, but when he drop, he be dropping.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
That's what I like about Bryson too. It's like and me and my team, we have a lot of conversations about this, especially now that I'm getting ready to roll a project out. What kind of artist I'm going to be, you know, and it's hard to really know that it's going to be what it's going to be, but you can kind of posture things in a certain way. And I'm a big fan of the artists that can kind of just put the music out, shut up, you know, Bryson Tiller, post pictures of his daughter, drop the music, go away. Like, I love that element of it. And it's hard. I think also Bryson Tiller's been around for a very long time already. He's not a new artist. So I don't know if a new artist can necessarily get away with that. But I'm a big fan of that type of artist. So I'm trying to find my balance on how I'm going to approach things. Because at the same time, I know personality sells and people kind of want to in on your life. And I'm very private. So I'm trying to kind of see what it's going to be. But I'm a big fan of Bryson for that reason. He's very just about the music. If you're talking about him, you're talking about the music.
The music, you know, every
year his daughter is or something like that, which I love.
His fashion.
Right.
Yeah. What made you be that way? Like, is there anything that you can pinpoint in your life that's like, I would just want to be private?
I started in music in a time where personality wasn't the selling point of an artist, right? It was like the music and the mystique and the character, you know what I mean? And I was always very into that, of like creating this guy that everybody knows, and then when I go home with my family, I'm like a totally different person. Which is why my name has always been like completely something that's not my government, and I just love the idea of it being separate. And that's just how things were when I started. And I think now it's a lot different. It's the more real you are, the more human you are, the better as an artist. People aren't really into the mystique or like the bigger than life celebrity thing.
Is that difficult for you, being someone who you just said you're naturally kind of like a little bit more?
That's the reason why I'm that way. To answer your question, I think that's why I'm so private now and just kind of that way, is because that's how it's always been. Right. You know, if I'm going to shoot a video or going to do a show, it's very much separate from where I go to sleep that night. Right. You know, or who I call on the way home. But now I have to vlog that car ride and post a call log.
Is that annoying to you?
And the address to the person I was talking to.
No,
and then where their mom works.
Where they're sleeping.
So it's like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that annoying? Is that hard to like,
it's just
to adjust to?
It's annoying. It's annoying when, hold on.
Cheers.
Salud. Because I wanna give the real, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Tell us. Spill the tea, sir.
We want to know. Spill it.
I think it's a little annoying when, you know, I have like 30 songs right now that I'm really excited about.
Right.
And anyone I play the songs for, I have way more songs than that, but these 30 are like goers, right? And it's like anyone I play them for, it's like, yo, what are we doing? Like,
I mean, if you ever want to invite us to the studio so that we can hear it, you know.
I mean, you know, we got some time afterwards. I want to play y'all some things and see, check the vibe check.
The vibe check.
But it's just very annoying when I have that and I'm getting these reactions, but then I'm getting calls from the team or whoever I'm working with about how I need to post more personality content. Or I need to be on. And not to diss any social media platform, all of it is dope, but it's like, you know, the TikTok or the this or the that, and it's like...
It's the era of social media, you know what I'm saying? And like, this might be going like a little out of the way, but like when I do see your social media, I'm like, this guy should be having like a crazy following, you know what I mean? Like, but you're not on there for that. You're there for the music. You know what I'm saying? Your visuals are crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you're good with the directing, all of that. So everything, you have the talent. The talent is already there. Yeah. But in this day and age, I think what you're saying is like the talent sometimes isn't enough.
Right.
People want more.
Or either it's not the first thing people are checking for.
Yeah.
You know, if it's like, if you have it, it's a bonus, but they kind of want to see all the other stuff first. Yeah. And I'm just now kind of learning how to get into that space.
So do you feel like in the future you're going to be more open about?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
I mean, doing things like this is really fun for me. You know what I mean? Because I don't do it a lot.
Yeah.
I just happen to be a big fan of you and the things you're a part of. So it's like, of course, I'm going to come kick it. Yeah. But, I don't like do
it's not your thing, like,
and not that I'm too good, it's just like I'm not that's just never been my thing, and I'm not always confident in that space, whereas when I'm in the studio I got it. From on stage I got it. If it's like, you know, but things like this where it's like just do you and go have fun, it's like, okay, well exactly. I can't
and this platform is made for people like you who are just coming to kick it. and have this conversation. The show is made to give somebody a platform to just come chill, you know, and talk their shit if they want to, you know, like just be comfortable.
That's what I love about all your content. Like it's very just like conversational. It feels like your clips feel like either conversations I've already had, or it's just like, oh, my cousin has said some shit like that before. Like it's just very relatable.
Me and the homies were just talking about that. Like whatever.
I love that. So you said, so where did your stage name come from?
Wait, so your name is it Martina?
Yeah.
Is it Martina?
Yeah, so Martino is actually my mother's maiden name.
Oh,
that's
wow.
That's her maiden last name.
Fire.
And the story behind that, if I'm honest, I don't think I've ever told anybody, but my mom's nephew, my cousin, he's in the Army. And when he first joined, and this is he's my older cousin. I've always looked up to him. Like when I was younger, he was like a borderline pro skater, and I was always into that. And he was just like one of my heroes as a kid, and to this day, it's my older cousin. But I went to visit him on base, and when you're in the military, they always address you by your last name. His first name was Tony, but it's Tony Martino. And I was young, and just like anything was cool to me. And I just thought it was so wavy when people would be like Martino, and I'd be like, that's so hard. Like I've never heard that name before, and it's like I've never heard him be called that, you know, or be addressed that way. So that just kind of stuck with me. And a few years back, when I was going through like a transition and a name change, I was like, Martino is dope. Yeah. So it was just Martino for a little while. And then I was having a conversation a few years later with another friend of mine, Jordan Hollywood, who's like one of my mentors and one of my big homies. Shout out to Jordan. And it was a random night. He was helping me come up with an Instagram name because I wanted to change that as well. And we were sitting there for hours, probably drinking, probably smoking something.
All the above.
Right.
And at one point he was just like, what about Thank You Martino? Like, and I was like, yo, that's hard.
Random.
That's hard. So it was just my Instagram name for a little while. And then fast forward a few more months or a year, whatever, I was in a session with a friend of mine, Lottie, who is an amazing songwriter and amazing artist. And she had some friends in there and they were working on some things, and she asked me to do some melodies. She needed some melodies for something. And I went in there, and when I do melodies, they start the song and I just go from start to end, and there's usually a song in there, hopefully. Yeah. And I did that for a few songs, back to back. But I had to dip right afterwards, because I was there for a session. They were just in another room. So it's like I did it, and then I dipped out real quick. And they were like making a big deal about that. It's just like, oh, so you just gonna come in here and just lace us with that, and then just dip?
And then just leave.
And so then as I was leaving, they were all kind of like saying, thank you, Martino. But it was like at the same time, and it was like her and her little friends, and it was kind of cute, and I was just like, that felt good. Like they was just like thank you, Martino, but they was being ironic with it, like 'cause they knew it was my IG. Yeah. And I sat in the studio that night, and I was like, yo, I think
this is it.
That's got to be like my artist name. Like, thank you, Martino. So that's kind of
how it came about. Yeah, because I was just talking to T earlier, and was going through my song Spotify. You have your like songs. Yeah. So once you put it in the search bar, you can put whoever you want to listen to. I put Martino in, couldn't find it, and I'm like, bro, like, did he take his shit off of Spotify? I'm gonna be pissed. What am I gonna listen to?
Literally in bed scrolling like, where did he find it?
I was like, yeah. And then I finally, I don't know what made me figure it out, but I figured it out. So I was gonna tell you, like, that's like
where's all your songs?
Yeah. And then I was gonna tell you that's like it's a little hard for someone who's getting introduced to you, like a new fan and stuff, to remember to put that in sometimes.
The whole thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, for that purpose, I was like, maybe you could always shorten it up. But now that I hear the story, I'm like, there's so much personality to it. Yeah. Like, you would.
And it's one of those things where it's different, and like I would compare it to like Party Next Door, or like The Weeknd. Like there's this whole just generation of artists with like weird names, and just cool names. And I was always into that too. So, but that's also why I have TYM, which is the abbreviation for the Latino, and I'm starting to brand that. Like eventually there'll be merch and stuff. Again, kind of like, you know, if you're talking about party, you might say PND, or you might just say party. Right. You know, some people say Tino, Martino, but eventually they'll know it's Martino.
I like Tino. Tino's cute.
Tino's cute.
Yeah.
I get Tino a lot.
Tino is fire.
That's usually the The girls.
The go-to. The girls.
Girls like to call me Tino. And
That's funny.
yeah.
Cute. I like that name.
Cute, yeah.
I'm trying to. I feel like I've known somebody with that name, but maybe I haven't. Tino. I know Tito.
Yeah.
I know a couple Tito's.
Tito's vodka.
Tito's
I
taco.
definitely know Tito's vodka. Definitely.
I know that
Tito's
Tito's.
vodka.
I know. Y'all never had Tito's tacos?
No.
Oh my gosh!
Where's that?
Bro, what? It's like in
Is that
Culver
in-
City. Is Culver City in here? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fire.
Morgan's like, yeah.
Hard shell tacos. It's not like your regular Mexican tacos. It's pretty Americanized, but they're fire. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, meat is sauced up.
It's hard. It's hard for me to get down with the Americanized.
I feel you. I
Cultural
understand,
food,
but
you know.
it's
Especially when you've been to like Boyle Heights and you've hit like
Oh,
All the spots.
one of them little spots where
that's
like
why I'm specifically telling you don't think like Mexican food or nothing like that. Like
if
it's
you go into a
Americanized.
Mexican spot and they got AC,
They're not a Mexican spot.
I don't want to have what they're
That's
selling.
fucked up.
Like, I gotta go in there. It's gotta be hot. Like
Sticky.
it's gotta be hot. I'm like, yo, I think we should eat outside. Yeah, paper plates. Yeah, exactly.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Cracking up. You know, I never
That's how you know
thought about that.
That's how you know though. Now that you think about it.
I lived in East LA like all the last year, so
Nice.
I moved around.
Nice. What part of East LA?
I was out there.
Yeah, I was living in I was living on Alma, but it was kind of by Boyle Heights, I guess.
Oh yeah. I was off of Cesar Chavez.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, you were in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
You're right there with me.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I'm saying. I
Right.
wasn't supposed to be over there.
But
Still somebody was over there. It was cool.
okay, well then let's play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we need to spill some tea now.
Shout out to Spill It. I'm actually really excited for this.
Me too.
And I peeped some of the questions. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a cheater. I just saw like
Yeah.
from what I
Just,
saw.
you know,
You know what I'm saying? You pick a card and you're gonna ask yourself the question on the card.
Okay.
And you're either gonna spill the tea on that or you have
Or
to
you
drink.
drink.
Do I read the question out loud?
Oh, you're gonna read the question
Okay.
out loud. Yeah.
Okay.
We all must know what
What the
Okay.
question is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
of
like,
course. That's a dumb question.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the game. I just read the card and I'm like, no. Yeah, it's like, all right, for sure. Yeah, all right.
No, you better read the card.
Yeah.
I don't really do podcasts like that, y'all. I'm sorry.
Once again, shout out to Spill It, Black women-owned card
Oh, let's
game.
go.
Fire.
Let's go.
Yes.
We love that.
I
Super
feel like I'm on
excited.
Jimmy Fallon or something.
There you go.
And like, look how cute this little box is that it came in.
The promo is crazy.
Yeah.
The rollout
like our little
for them
box that we
crazy.
got.
I love it.
Super
So
cute.
cute.
So thank you so much for sponsoring this video.
Yes. Period. And this is a wine
Wine
night
night edition.
edition.
Yeah, like
We're
it's,
having-
it's a nice box.
We're having
Crazy.
mimosas.
Wine night?
We're having
Crazy.
mimosas.
Wine night? This is amazing.
You know, have a
And
little
because-
date.
Black, female owned?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. If y'all need some music, if y'all need
Let's go.
whatever,
Let's go. Put them on.
holla at me. 'Cause this
Yes.
is wavy.
Yes.
Fire.
And I be having a lot of wine nights.
There you go. There you go.
I be with a lot of black women.
There we go. There we go.
So, yeah.
Let's connect them. Connect.
That's going.
So we're gonna let you pick the first card.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel like
let's
you
do
got some
it.
shit to say. We got two separate cards. Don't know.
When in doubt, spill it out. That's really cute.
That's super cute.
I like the font too. Everything is.
Everything's
Yeah,
fire.
everything is really-
the logo
And look, did you peep the wine glass that's spilled over?
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Like,
packaged
details.
well,
Come on
details,
now.
bro.
Come on now.
details.
Come on, man.
Y'all better do it every
I
time.
love the double meaning. Spill it as in spill the wine or spill the
Or
tea.
spill-
Right.
tea. Yeah.
Knocked over wine glass.
Yeah, that's fire.
Killing it. I'm nervous.
Something
Did you
really
shuffle them? Or, all right.
No, I didn't.
Just
But
do it.
we're just
Damn, I
gonna
don't
go
get
for it.
no type of.
You're the first person we're playing it with, so.
All right.
Oh God.
So just read the whole.
Yeah, just re-
Okay.
Oh wait, but is this a how to play? This
All right.
this
So if
is
you would
wrong.
like to know how to play,
Give another card.
set the energy.
These are right.
No, they need this. They need this.
Oh, but look, these are game instructions.
If you would like to know how to play, spill it. You feel me?
The instructions.
First off the rip, like
Shit.
set the energy.
We're not prepared.
set the energy.
From embarrassing moments to love life preferences, we're provided a variety of topics to get the conversation going. Grab your friends, drinks, snacks, and be ready to spill your thoughts, but not the glass. The next thing you got to do is sort it. which we didn't do. You witnessed that in real time just now. So we also show you what not to do. Pull at your own risk. All right.
Period.
One.
Each person takes a turn pulling from the pile and reading the card to the group. And the last thing, spill it. Each person should be responding to the cards. Remember, the goal is to get to know the unfiltered truth about your friends. Spill it.
Spill it. Does anybody need like what are they called? I guess it could be moderator. A narrator.
You feel me?
For anything. Because he got you.
I just really want to co-host a podcast.
There you go.
So I'm just saying, like,
Imagine adding a dude.
you feel what I'm saying? Like,
If you guys would like Martino to be a reoccurring guest on the Honey I'm Home podcast,
Cheers to that.
you
please
feel me?
comment down below. Morgan, would you mind handing me the bolts off of our friend here because he doesn't have a drink.
Are you
to drink
serious?
for the game?
Oh,
I'm like, bro.
I'm so sorry. Hey, you know what's so wavy? I'm a manifest master. I didn't even have to speak out loud. Look, I'm drinking that right now, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, one day I'm gonna be like Drake, and I'm gonna be able to be like, yo, can I get another spritzer? I'm tired. You feel what I'm saying? But I was thinking that.
Not parched. Yeah, just fill him. Honestly, don't even put orange juice in there.
I'm saying,
Okay,
I'm gonna hold it like that for the rest of the. I can.
Hey, I'm like, do you want orange juice?
Said I actually
Yeah, I can do that.
I didn't realize you wanted any.
You know what I'm saying.
How to
little
pour?
splash.
How
I
to
think
how to pour?
Splash.
How
I
to
think
pour?
we're good. I know. I really feel like that's enough.
Bro, that's the small. Even smaller than you.
I just feel like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you don't want to do too much.
Yeah, I understand. He said, you don't want to do too much. You don't want to do too little.
Yeah, so there's a balance. Like,
Bro, you are retarded, bro.
I feel like I'm lit.
You are stupid. Okay,
Before
pick-
we even
a
okay,
damn-
okay, yeah, you start. Okay,
I'm picking the first one.
But I mean, if you want to start easy,
I mean,
No.
you know what I'm saying?
No. We started with the easy questions already. No, say it out loud.
yeah, you can't read it first.
Read it out loud.
Does your significant other have the password to your phone, email, or social media?
You know what is so funny? He
Why
didn't
or
want,
why
he
not?
didn't want that question because he was like, you know, I don't really like
Not you
getting
exposing me.
asked. He said, I don't like
So I was off the record.
But I told you I was gonna ask you.
You
man.
did.
You can ask me.
I didn't realize that the whole game was based around. I think you did say that.
I don't think it is based
Well,
on
do
that.
you have a significant?
Yeah, and I've
complicated.
and have had like, you know what I mean. So just to generally answer the question,
Yeah.
If you,
I would
okay,
say
okay,
no.
let's-
I would say no.
Let's say this: if you have a significant other, or if you get a
Will they
significant other,
have?
what can they have your?
I would say no.
No, why
No
not?
access.
Why not?
You're not your phone password.
I mean, I feel like they probably would know it just from seeing it. Like I'm not like.
Yeah.
But you're
But
not
if
gonna
there
go.
was a conversation where it's just like,
Can I have it?
I'd be kind of like, I mean, I guess.
Would you ever be the one that's like, "Can I have your password?"
No.
Never.
What if you feel something and you're like, "Oh, I want to see something. Let me see what's up."
And then I'm out.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. That's
And I'm out.
that's such a grown answer.
That's a
But-
healthy man.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
Let me be toxic. I'm going through that motherfucker.
Right now.
And no, I'm just playing.
Oh shit. Okay,
But
baby.
just for sake of the game, though,
Yeah.
I would say maybe the phone thing. Like I would let rock. Like all right, cool, emergency, whatever.
Yeah.
But the email and social thing,
Email,
it's just
social
like,
media, that's OD.
I'm
Yeah,
like, I
that's-
don't even get on my email like that.
yeah.
Yes, you do.
There's a lot of money in
Check
my
your
email
emails
too.
before you check your.
I do. I do actually. Emails do be important.
I'd
But I
be
mean,
more,
it just
I'd be
work
more
shit.
concerned about her going through my emails than mine.
Oh shit.
That makes sense.
Let me go down to your emails.
It go down in the email.
Damn. What is in the email?
That's where the corporate. Let me stop.
Oh.
Babe, don't read it. Read
Oh.
it while you're reading it.
Well, I was letting him finish his.
My bad.
No, I was letting. Yeah.
I put too much orange juice in here, so I'm just lit.
It's off the orange juice.
Spill it. Body count disclosure. Does that number matter? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a
That's
good
your question.
one. Oh.
Oh,
body count matter? Okay. So I will say, it's like yes and no, right? It depends, okay? Because personally, the way that I live my life, I'm more like, if I am connected to this person, we will go there, right? I understand that not everybody's like that. I understand a lot more people are more sexual. I just don't have a super sexual nature, right? That's just me. But to me, because I am the way that I am, I don't think, like when I was like when I had a boyfriend, I'm like, I don't think that that's tight, that you just have sex with a bunch of bitches. To me, that feels more like a little more like nasty, like dirty a little bit. That doesn't make me feel like, oh my God, my nigga get bitches. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make me feel like that.
Yeah.
And then like with like the girls that I date, I'm like, I just feel like naturally, this is probably wrong, but I just feel like naturally like, oh, like you're kind of like me. Like you kind of like are like picky and choosy, which I know some women are like, no, like I want to do what I want to do, which that's fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like the girls that I date are kind of more like, I'm gonna pick and choose, you know? So it's like, I feel like I don't have to worry about body count with them. Yeah. If that makes sense.
I feel like I don't give a fuck. Like, as long as you're not fucking someone else when we're, you know what I mean? Like,
you don't care at all?
I mean, that was your past, though. Like, if you had to go get that shit, go crazy. But obviously, you're about to get tested, and we about to make sure we straight.
Right.
But
and then when we're like in a consensual relationship, and we're I gotta make sure that you're not fucking other people, and we're each other's persons or whatever. But if you did what you had to do in the past, I don't really care.
What about you?
I'm way too jealous. I'm like how dare you be with someone?
What's
your sign?
Some type of water sign, huh?
Yeah.
What? Scorpio. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Hey.
Pisces.
Hey.
I knew it was some energy.
Wait, February or March?
March.
Okay.
March 11th. Yeah.
Oh, I'm March 15th.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Y'all neck and neck.
Right.
We're all water signs, though. Shout out to the water signs.
What are you, Cancer? What are you?
Cancer.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow. Cheers to the water
Salud
signs.
to the agua.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Cheers to the water
To the hour.
Mm-hmm.
All right, babe, you go.
Okay, here I go. Spill it. You and your partner are going hot and heavy until they blank and it completely turns you off.
They blink?
Until they
Like, she has to
I have to
fill in
fill
the
it in.
blank.
Oh.
I feel like if you pass gas, I'm gonna be like, all right. This is enough.
All right, babe. That's
For real? That's off limits?
That might
That's off limits?
be a deal.
That's off limits, bro?
So it's not for you?
It is. It is.
I mean, if you pick it right back
No,
up 5
it
minutes
is.
later, you just gotta regroup.
Yeah, like, what you gonna do? Like, yeah, that's what
I'm one of those, make me believe that girls don't even do that. Y'all don't even have the ability to do that.
Yeah, I feel like that one, or just like a parent or a sibling walks in, I'm just like,
Oh, well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At that point, it's just like, we're done. Like, this is, yeah.
that would be
That
fun.
I wish we could all answer.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Because I have two.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first one, this has happened.
Dog. What is about to come out of your mouth?
If the female I'm talking to, right, if she looks too much like her dad or brother,
Oh my gosh, that's so specific.
and it's not I'm not shaming anybody. If you look at your dad, beautiful.
Yeah.
You're beautiful.
It's just for me,
Wait, you
it's
said that happened
hard.
once?
Yeah.
Once.
It's just hard for me because it's like I met you
Of
and it was
course.
just I was okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
But then I meet your dad or your
Oh,
brother and it's
shit.
just like y'all look the same. So now I see your brother.
yeah.
And it's just like
Yeah.
But that be happening during like an intimate moment? You don't just be in the moment?
no,
Oh, wow.
it's happening where it's just
Yeah.
like okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Something's
Yeah.
not right.
We've got to wrap this up.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the second
The other one is hella specific too.
Okay.
Cause it also happened and I was just like, I can't rock with that.
Okay.
As if if a woman just like spits.
Spits?
Yeah. Not like
Like in your mouth?
no.
Like, where are they spitting? Oh, like, just in general.
If my mouth is cool, if we're doing that, it's cool. As long as I can do it back, you know what I'm saying?
We can do that.
Oh, you're
Like
like,
on the
y'all are
street.
walking on the street
And she
going to get a
spits.
coffee
And
and she's
just-
like,
You can't do it.
I understand.
Immediate, like,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's like your ick.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Like I could never see you the same
Yeah, you're not taking it to the next level.
because it happened, and I was like, I don't know what happened here, but just like the feelings are not there anymore. Like I just can't. It's not sexy anymore.
How do you break up?
I'm
with
not gonna
someone?
lie, like I don't like a spit.
Yeah.
It's just OD. If it's gum, I'll let it slide.
Yeah, because it's like I need this out of my mouth.
So what would you rather her do? Go straight up to a trash can, maybe? And
Just like go to the restroom, be hungry, like.
what about a woman that
You know what I'm
burps?
saying? It's powder your nose, like.
What about a
Yeah,
woman
what
that
about a
burps
burp?
out loud? Is that like an ick?
Nah, I can rock with that. As long as it's just like OD all the time. Just like,
What if she has indigestion problems? She can't help it.
just disclose that before the meal.
Got you.
Disclose that is hilarious. Now you're doing the blue one. The blue one.
Oh, we're moving down.
Yes.
Moving on up.
Share a time when your family has absolutely embarrassed you. My family's pretty good about not really doing anything like that.
Not doing you dirty.
I have an aunt though who you can't tell her nothing.
Oh.
Like
We all
just
got one of those.
anything. Like
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Yeah. Zero.
Because there will be like a broadcast.
She gonna be outside.
You ever
with
seen
the
that
newspapers?
meme where it was like when I told my grandma something, and she like the news reporter right there, she got the mic like
Yes, bro.
I got one of those.
got one of
And that can be embarrassing sometimes. But yeah, my family is
Chill.
straight. Yeah.
Let's see. If you and your significant other are on a break, is sex with other people acceptable?
Ooh.
Mm.
On a break, it depends on the break. What if they're just like really not talking to one another? Like, period. Like, y'all just cut off phones, block. You know what I mean? That type of break.
That sounds like a breakup.
That's a good question. Because there's different type of breaks.
Yeah, they're good.
There
that type
are,
of break.
but to me, that's a breakup. If
Which
we're
one?
blocked-
What she described? Oh,
Yeah, like if we're
I
blocked
mean,
and
yeah,
we're not talking,
but if we're like, we're gonna come back in a month and see where we're at. You know, I had to clear my head. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, not.
yeah, I don't know. Breaks to me, I don't believe in a break.
Me
I think
neither.
that, you know what I mean? I'm like, we're either together and working it out and trying to figure it out, or we're done. So to me, I'm like, if we're broken up,
But what if I'm like, I just need space. Like, give me some space. Like,
space is fine, but we still together. You still mine.
Yeah, space is different than a break.
Space is different
Space
than
is
a
like,
break.
let's not talk for a few days or whatever.
Yeah, that's
so what's a
space.
break?
A break is like a breakup.
Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
A break
But-
is a breakup.
But to
Even if there's a sorry, go ahead.
no,
Let me confirm.
no, you go. No,
Even if there is a set amount of time, it's still a breakup. Like you broke up,
Yeah, but if you're
'Cause
coming,
that's not
if
fair
you're coming
to-
back, it's a break. A breakup is you not coming back.
but you don't know.
you don't know if you're gonna come
You're
back.
gonna
You can
come.
take a-
You're gonna come back, and you're at least gonna have the conversation of like, are we gonna
but that could
continue
be
or not?
us getting back together. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do you get it?
So at that point, it's a break. It's not a breakup. If
That's
we get back, babe, if we get back together,
Babe.
I'm like, I want a break right now.
I'm like, okay, I'll see you later.
That got real quick. It's whatever you want to do. I'm just saying, it's whatever you want to do.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Ain't no break. Actually, honey, I'm home. Listen right now.
Yes.
We ain't going on no break. Okay, either we together, you take your space, or we done.
Well, we live together, so
I'd actually like to stay here for a second
What?
because I really think it depends on. I really think it depends on. Okay, look. So the breakup conversation. It's if it's a break, it's a breakup. I'm on that side, right?
Period.
But even so, if a get back together does happen, if your significant other was with somebody else, it would. What would bother me was how soon it was.
Ooh. Okay.
That's what would make or break whether I can let it slide
Okay.
or whether
So
it's
what's
like
your time
Yeah,
frame
what's
where
your time?
you're
Like
like,
a month?
it's got to be at least like a couple months. Like you're,
Oh, a couple.
you're
because
just
you
like,
want to do that, right? I'm assuming you're not
yeah,
doing
yeah,
that.
yeah. I couldn't. Like if it's a real relationship,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like we're in love and we have a
Yeah.
whole thing. You know, my family, like that's real to me. Like
Yeah.
when I'm in a relationship, you're my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I break up with you, it's like I lost a family member.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take me some time to like
grieve.
grieve and
Yeah.
you know. So at least a couple months. If it's just like, yeah, it was like the same night and I just called so and so and the guy I told you never to worry about.
Oh yeah.
It's
But do
like,
you
okay.
But do you ever look at it from their perspective in the sense of like it's not nothing personal against you? They're working through their own breakup, and that's how they move on or heal or whatever the fuck. They're just doing them. You know, it has nothing to do with you.
I can respect it, but the reason why I couldn't get back with that person is because I wouldn't want to be with somebody that works through their issues like that.
Got you.
Like, if you're dealing with losing somebody you loved and your reaction to that is to go crack something, it's just like, what happens when we get in an argument? What happens when, you know what I mean? It's just like, now I gotta, every time I leave the house in a huff, I gotta worry about what you're doing or who you're calling because it's that immediate for you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
That's a very, very grown answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
How old are you?
26. Thank you for saying that because I be feeling old and my back hurts. And all these little niggas is like 16. I go to the studio, I be like, what's good, bro? How old are you? He's like, I'm 14, bro. I'm like,
14.
14 from Africa and play me some of the best beats I've heard in the whole industry.
That's
I
crazy.
love that.
Like, these kids are different.
That's fire.
Like, it's not,
But it's sorry, Spill It. Just pausing for a sec. They are just privy to so much more. Like, I can think back, Instagram became a thing, and I got an Instagram, I think my first year of college.
Wow.
You know, like these
Kids
kids
are now
elementary school.
grew up with, you know what I mean? First grade, second grade, like, you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
insane.
having access to that and knowing what that is and, like, already being 12 steps ahead of us, you know? So it's like, yeah, it's crazy. And I'm sure our parents feel that way about us, too. Like, oh, you guys know how to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean?
Or they feel like we're entitled or privileged. And I don't feel that way. And I feel like I really worked. But then I look at these kids and I'm like, you've been making music for a year. But somebody told me recently that really changed my mind. I got this kid, his name is Kai. Shout out to Kai Beats. He may be a little older now, but when I met him, he was like 14, 15. And he lived somewhere in Africa. I don't know exactly which part. This kid sends me like packs of beats. It'll be like, I'll open it. It'll be like 50 loops, like 60 loops. And then I'll just get one like every 3 days.
Oh, wow. He working.
For like a year.
That's crazy.
But then when I play him, it's like he's competing with like Grammy winners that I'm working with and like hit makers. I'm like, what are you? What's your situation? He's just like, yeah, I'm just over here in Africa, just like cooking up. He's just like, I love you, bro. I'm just like, what the like,
Yeah.
And at first I felt a little bit like, yeah, I want him to like pay his dues and like come up the way we did. But then one of my older homies was like, dude, just because it took you 10 years
doesn't mean it's
like he might have learned all that shit in like a year because he's got the access. Like when I was coming up, it was different, you know? And so now I just approach it way differently. I used to feel some type of way.
Yeah.
You can't.
These kids would walk in with like $1 million deal and it's just like, I'm like, yeah, so what's going on? He's like, yeah, bro, I started making music last month. Like,
but they do. That's what it is. These little YouTubers, little influencers, like, money.
With $1 million deal. And I'm like, okay, I'm just 15 years in.
It's just everybody's journey is just so different.
Yeah.
And I think once you like really get it into your mind that like your journey is so specific to you and like the things that like you need to learn. Like I have very honest conversations with myself all the time and I'm like, oh, like I should be doing this, like look at this person next to me, they're doing this and that, and like I could do that and I feel like I could do it even better maybe, but it's like a lesson that I need to learn maybe next week is what's gonna make my whole city, you know what I mean? If I were to get everything that I dream of right this second, would I hold it or would I fucking fumble the ball? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
there's this one thing that I came across that I just started writing on my like my little notes that I put on the mirror and stuff, but it says comparison is the thief of all joy. So once you start comparing your lane to others, you're stealing joy from yourself. You know, and then once we start tapping in, on just to us and where we're at and where we need to be and like just hone in on that, you're not gonna be worried. You're gonna be too busy worrying about that to be worried about what the next person's doing.
And something else one of my other mentors told me once, Mickey Shiloh, shout out to her. She told me that your journey is dependent on what you ask for. Right? So like when I meet a lot of these kids, they may be 14 with $1 million deal, but when I asked them like, yo, what were you on 6 months ago before all this happened? He was like, oh, I was just at school and my homie gave me a laptop and I just kind of started. They weren't asking for much. So it was like things just kind of happened. Me, I was 10 years old trying to be like Michael Jackson, like telling my mom that I'm gonna fill every fucking stadium that exists, and that's still what I'm trying to accomplish. So it's like I'm asking for something much bigger, and she told me, you know, how could you just get something that big overnight? Like it would take 10 to 15 years to acquire something like that.
Like your mindset is 10, 20 years ahead, while theirs was just like, I'm just trying to get through the next day.
Yeah, and not even to try to posture it like I'm such a bigger thinker than them. It's just at that point in their life, they were asking for way less than what I've been asking the universe for.
A lot. So
Right. So to be prepared for that, give me a second, and also to be prepared for that. It's like you need 10, 15 years of turmoil to even be able to handle what I'm asking for.
Because I do believe that God's not going to give us what we can't hold.
This is
you know what I mean? Like he's going to be like, well, you're not ready.
At all.
One analogy that I always use is like, you want a Benz, but you're not even taking care of your hoopty. You don't wash it, you don't vacuum it. How am I going to give you a Benz?
That's real.
I'm not targeting nobody. I promise. It's the truth though.
You feel attacked right now?
I feel a little attacked, and
Me too,
we'll
shit.
about it later. Fine.
If the shoe fit, wear it. But you know what I mean? Like we got to take care of the shit that we and nurture and water the shit that we have right now for us to get something else. You know?
Absolutely.
It's not a lie.
Let's let
This is
Martino
fun.
pick
Yeah, Martino.
I could do this once a week.
all day. Right? We got hella cards.
Here,
You know?
let me shuffle. Let's get a really good one for the last one.
Young, wild, and free. What's the kinkiest thing you've ever done or would like to do?
This is a perfect way to end the game.
This is a great way to end it.
I love
Getting
it.
a little warm.
I love it.
He said, "I love it."
Can y'all please answer first? So I can,
What was the question?
What's the kinkiest you've... What?
thing you'd ever do?
I can't see that part.
What's the kinkiest thing you've ever done or would do?
No, you answer that first.
Okay.
It's your question.
You're so aggressive.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, because this could go. I mean, I
Oh, so you're trying to gauge.
would like to read the room, please, and thank you
Well, we wanna do the same
because
thing.
this life is crazy and be like so.
I say...
Baby's getting hot.
Yes.
I say... be you
Okay.
when answering this question. 100% yourself.
Okay.
And if it's kinky, it's kinky.
And if it's not,
And if
then
it's
it's
not,
okay.
it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair enough.
This is a no judgment,
No judge
free
zone.
zone.
It's 2 questions.
Right.
Yeah.
So
what's
answer
the
both.
kinkiest thing you've ever
The
done?
kinkiest thing I've ever done. Yeah, exactly. Like I
What
don't.
is kinky?
It's so hard to gauge.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
It's hard to tell.
Matt looks down at the wine.
Okay, I can go first.
Okay.
If that's
Yeah.
I feel
I'm like,
like
what the hell did you do?
I feel like Lee.
What?
Mm.
Right.
I'm like, Mom,
Safe.
Mom, exit out of this portion of the video.
Mom.
We're gonna wrap it up. We're not talking about anything else cool after this.
Yeah.
So
Grandma.
see you next time.
You see this? You mad at me right now? Anyways, it's cool. I'm watching it.
I feel like the kinkiest thing I've ever done is
I need to know what these roles.
This is so fucking dumb, bro. Now, like in the moment, it was like, oh, this is hot. But now when we say it out loud in front of people, I'm like, this is embarrassing.
I'm not saying names, but basically she was a high profile person and I was a masseuse. And
It was a basketball player.
Oh. You were like,
Who even said that? Was I like, were you like, you be this?
No, I think I did it because I was like, Mr. Blah blah blah.
look, I'm so toxic that I would have been like, why? Who? Why are you taking that name? It's other players on the team.
You know, it's like we're women. It's different. You know what I mean?
Right.
We should bring you back though to talk about the differences though between
That would be dope.
men and women.
That would be
You know what I'm
dope.
saying?
Because it's different.
It's
and we
different,
both
'cause-
dated men. and
Yeah,
women
because I was
before.
gonna
Oh,
say, if I
wow.
was with a man, like I might feel a type of way,
Oh,
but because I'm,
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'd be like, what's up with
Yeah.
that choice?
Which-
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the first thing that
But
came to your
it's
mind, so that's what
Yeah,
you
what do you mean,
know?
Mr. James? What is it? Easy. Was that? No? Yo, not that. Was that? Am I on there? Was it? Okay, cool. You know, probably see these psychic a little bit, so I can just kind of read it.
No, talk about your kinky shit and then we're done.
Okay, anyways, yeah, so
Yeah,
that was
I don't
the
want to
kinkiest thing. Yeah, done. What about you?
What a great question.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. James. Okay.
Kinkiest thing I've ever done, probably like I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I'm into whatever.
What the fuck does that mean? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, bro?
What are you talking about, bro?
I like to be a little aggressive sometimes.
Okay,
Like,
so
if she's into
bondage or like
I mean, maybe just like, you know,
you gonna slap her
little
with the
choke.
whip?
Or,
Okay.
What'd you say?
yeah, like a little.
Do you call her a bitch?
No. I mean, if that's what
What
we're
she's
doing,
into.
yeah, you know, maybe a little.
Okay. What's the kinkiest thing you
Right?
want to do?
I would like to have like be with like multiple women at the same time. I think.
You've never had a threesome?
Yeah, but I mean, just like multiple women. You know
Like
what I mean?
dating multiple?
No, like just
multiple
like
girlfriends?
just
What, like 5?
maybe like 4.
Like, wait,
That's
do
a
you want
lot.
to be with them like sexually at the same time or
Yeah,
dating them?
yeah, sexually at the same time.
That's
That's
an
so you wanna
orgy.
have an
Maybe like
orgy.
maybe something.
Would you be mad if
In
like
that
a guy was
world.
there fucking like the other girls?
Yeah, I don't want there to be any other men
Because there's
there.
sex parties.
That's a Pisces.
Yeah, I don't,
Yeah, no, I want to be the only one.
yeah, I don't want any other
I was about to say,
men.
there's sex parties that you can go to.
And this
like,
is what I was saying earlier, where it's just like this could go a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
Like
no, but,
I've been to these, but it's just like I've never
partake.
like there's rooms, and it's just like okay,
Oh no, there's some where you could just do it all, like, but nobody's paying attention to what the fuck you're doing. Like,
yeah, it's just kind of
no, you know.
You just want to be the only head
Right.
honcho,
right.
and you want the women.
Not in like that type of way, just kind of like a mutual.
Everybody
Everybody's
having fun.
Yeah, not any
But
dynamic.
you're the only male.
Yeah, just because I'm not into males, so it would like
You don't
throw
have to
me
be
off.
into males though.
For
just
him
to
be
see
there.
it, yeah,
it's
just
like,
be-
I don't want you to be in the same room as me.
Yeah.
So you never ran
I
a
get
train.
No,
But you're
I'm not
into-
into that. Like, oh, me and homie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to
Tag team.
see
Yeah.
anything or
Yeah.
just be around.
Feel you.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, my friend was talking to me about sex parties, and I was like, this could be like a thing. Not for us, but I'm just saying, like,
You would want to go.
I would want to experience, like, see the experience. I don't know
But
if
you
I
can't
would.
just go and watch. You have to go and partake.
No, you
Yeah,
don't. You
yeah.
can go and watch.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, there's
I
parties
haven't
that
heard
you don't
those
have to
ones.
do anything. I was listening to a podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Said the podcast told me.
Yeah, one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Wow. Well, that was good. I wish we could get into more
Yeah.
cards. We just don't have enough time.
That was my
Wrap
worst
it up.
answer, but
No, it was
It's
good.
not. I mean,
I mean, if you had better, you could have came with better, but it's okay.
yeah, well,
Next
save
time,
it for
on
next
let's put a
time.
pin in it.
Let's put
Yeah.
a pin in it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to Spill It.
Shout
We
out to Spilling.
right. We only
Big
pulled
time.
like 4 cards, but they were all great.
yeah.
Appreciate the love. Sending y'all so much love back. We're good for the pod.
Thank
today.
y'all for having me, for real.
Thank you so
This
much
was
for
fun.
coming. Honestly, like we said earlier, if you would like Martino to come back,
You feel me?
You know?
I feel like this worked.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like this just
if you
like
like the male energy,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just let us know because he's a phone call away. Okay.
Literally.
Easy.
Thank y'all for tapping in. Honey, I'm Home podcast. I'm Priz.
I'm Talon.
Thank you, Martino.
And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Gone.
Cheers.
Cheers,
That was
y'all.
great.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Thank you so much for doing this.
thank you.
Thank you for having me. Yo, that was so fun, man.
Yeah,
That was cute.
That was a good game.
That was good.
I know.